instructive pastime from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the cream of Vedic literature, right? Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam, the most ripened fruit of all the Vedic literatures. So all the pastimes given in Srimad Bhagavatam are sweet, are very instructive. So last few weeks we have seen the Ajamila pastime, wherein we have learned many important points, many important learnings we had, which we can imbibe or implement in our life as a practicing devotee, as a sadhaka, right? So today we will be discussing, we'll be starting the pastime connected to, from Srimad Bhagavatam, again from 6th canto only, but very beautiful pastime of Vrtrasura Maharaj. Okay. So let us begin our session by Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamahim Dadadi Swapadandigam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajadam Sahagana Raghunatha Anvidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Vidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhudale Shrimade Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayade Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Meshwara. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, I would like to welcome all of you once again for our Srimad Bhagavatam class. As I mentioned, today we'll be discussing a new pastime from Srimad Bhagavatam from canto number 6. And the pastime we will be discussing is Vrtrasura's pastime, and we'll be starting from chapter number 7 because Vrtrasura's appearance is coming in the chapter number 9. However, we should go through the previous chapters to understand the background of the pastime. Alright, so let us begin. I will share the screen. So we will go, I will just show you the chapter title. This is from Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 6, Prescribed Duties for Mankind. That is the canto title. And the chapter is 7, Indra offends his spiritual master Brihaspati. Okay, so let us begin from verse number 1 onwards. Narayanam namaskrityam naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tado jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavada sevaya bhagavadi uttama shloke bhaktir bhavadi naishtaki. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devagi Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Gurave Gaura Chandraya Radhigaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavaktaya Namo Namah. Hare Krishna. Chapter number 7, chapter number 7, canto number 6. Okay, so the verse number 1. Shri Rajavacha. Yes, you can raise the hands. Today we will be reciting the verses and also the translation. We'll be reading translation also. By all of you, because there is no big purpose for the first 10 sloka, first 10 verses. Okay, so we can cover easily within our stipulated time. And yes, so let us begin. Shri Rajavacha. Kasya heto parityakta acharyenatmana suraha etat achakshva bhagavan chishyanam akramam gurau. Yes, who is going to recite? Sudha Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Shri Raja Uvacha Kasya Heto Parityakta Acharenatmana Suraha Etat Achakshva Bhagavan Chishyanam Akramam Gurau. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaj Parikshit inquired from Sukadev Goswami, O great sage, why did the spiritual master of the demigods Brihaspati reject the demigods who were his own disciples? What offense did the demigods commit against their spiritual master? Please describe to me this incident.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Yes, so Srila Prabhupada is giving us beautiful translation and purport. Our founder Acharya, Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajak Stotra Shata, His Divine Grace Sri Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So the translation goes like this. Maharaja Parikshit inquired from Srila Sukadev Goswami, O great sage, why did the spiritual master of demigods, Brihaspati, reject the demigods? And who were his disciples? What offense did the demigods commit against their spiritual master? Please describe to me this incident. See, Maharaj Parikshit, see the inquisitiveness of Srila Parikshit Maharaj. See, we can see the Srimad Bhagavatam is conversation, right, between Srila Sukadev Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit. And Maharaj Parikshit is the listener, and Sukadev Goswami and Srila Sukadev Goswami is the speaker, isn't it? So, perfect speaker and perfect listener. Both of them are highly qualified. Highly qualified speaker and highly qualified listener. So, this is very important. If the speaker is qualified and if the listener is qualified, then the transaction will be very, very powerful. The transaction means the transaction of the messages will be very, very powerful and effective. And if the speaker is weak spiritually, and if the speaker is weak, then the speaker cannot create much impact to the listeners, like me. And Parikshit Maharaj is a very wonderful devotee, and he is a very great devotee and a very good listener also. So if the listener is not serious to listen, then again the message will be just bouncing back. The speaker might be good, but if the listeners are not interested to hear it properly, or they are not taking it seriously, then then it will not go inside their heart, isn't it? So the listener should have that quality, that he should be absorbing the Harikatha. So whatever the highly qualified speaker is speaking, we should absorb that Vani, and understand what he is speaking, and try to contemplate on what he is speaking and implement those teachings in our life. That is how the process should be. As long as this is not going to take place, then the actual listening is not happening. Actual listening means not just hearing. It is not just hearing. It includes the transformation or the contemplation of the devotee who is hearing, and also how he is going to implement in his life, and what changes he is getting after hearing from the exalted devotee. So that is the whole process. Okay, so here we can see Maharaj Parikshit and Shukadev Goswami both are perfect listener and perfect speaker respectively, right? So he is asking, he's inquisitive, he's asking many questions, right? Why it happened, I would like to know this, please describe. So he is very much interested and inquisitive. So Shila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura, he is commenting again. This is our one of our great acharya in our line, in our Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, Shila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura. So in his commentary, Saptame Guruna Tyaktir Dever Daitya Parajita Vishwarupo Gurutvena Vruto Brahmopa Deshataha. So he says the 7th chapter describes how Brihaspati was offended by the demigods, how he left them and demigods were defeated, and how the demigods, following the instructions of Lord Sri Brahma, accepted Sri Vishwarupa as the priest to perform their sacrifice. So this chapter is actually, as you have seen, the title itself is Indra is offending, Indradev is offending Shri Brihaspati, right, their spiritual master. So we will see how it happens, and what is the consequence of the offense. That is that we will be seeing in this pastime. All right. So now from verse number 2 to 8, okay, it's combined verses. So I would request all of you to raise. So what I will do, I will just recite the entire from 2 to 8, and one by one you can, one devotee can recite the one sloka, and the second devotee can recite the second verse, like that. Okay. Shri Badarayaner Uvacha. Badarayaner is who? Srila Sukadev Goswami, his another name. So he is speaking now. He is giving the reply to Parishit Maharaj's question. Indras Tribhuvana Ishwarya Madolangida Satpataha Marubir Vasubir Rudrer Aditye Rububir Nrpaha Vishve Devescha Sadhyescha na satyabhyam parishritah Siddhacharana Gandharvair Munibir Brahmavadibhi Vidyadara Sharobhischa Kinnare Patagorage Nishyevamano Maghavan Stuyamanascha Bharata Upagiyamano Lalitam Astanadhya Sanashritaha Pandurenata Patrena Chandra Mandala Charuna Yuktaschanye Parameshtyais Chamara Vyajanadibihi Virajamana Paulamya Sahardasanaya Brisham Sayada Paramacharyam Devanam Atmanaschaha Nabhyanandata Sampraptam Pratyuttanasanadibihi Vachaspatim Munivaram Surasura Namaskritam Nochala Sanad Indra Pashyan Api Sabagatam. Yes. Okay. Now let's go ahead from Swati Mataji, Sudha Mataji. 1-1.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Shri Badarayana Ruvacha Indrais Tribhuvanais Sarvya Madondlangita Satpatha Marudhir Vrushadhir Rudhair Adityer Rubir Drupha.
Thank you, Mataji. Sudha Mataji, second verse.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
I read the second one.
शिवैश्च साध्यैश्च नासत्याभ्यां परिश्रितः सिद्धचारणगन्धर्वैर्मुनिभिर्ब्रह्मवादिभिः। हरे कृष्ण
Thank you,
प्रभु जी।
Mataji. Next, Sindhu Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण विद्याधराप्सरोभिश्च किन्नरैः पतघोरघैः निषेव्यामानो भगवान् स्तूयमानश्च भारत
Thank you, Mataji.
हरे
Yes. Now, Saraswati Mataji, please. Next sloka, this one.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभुजी
Sandut Pranam.
उपगीयमानो ललितम् आस्थानाद्य सनाश्रितः पाण्डुरेण अत अतपात्रेण चन्द्रमण्डलचारुणा। हरे कृष्ण थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Now, who nobody has raised. Okay, so you can continue, Sudha Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Yes. Take it.
युक्तश्चान्यै परामेष्ट्यैश्चामरा व्यजनादिभिः विराजामना पौलम्या सहार्दासनया वृषम्
Thank you, Mataji. Rupali Mataji, please. Next verse.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी सर्व प्रणम युक्ताश्चान्या परमेष्ठिया
Next verse,
चामर
Mataji.
नेक्स्ट
That is right. Yeah, this one. Sayam.
अयद परमाचार्यं देवानाम् आत्मनाश्च नाभ्यासानन्दता सम्प्राप्तं प्रत्युत्थासनादिभिः।
Thank you, Mataji. Yes. Nobody else.
Shall I
Okay,
proceed?
Okay.
वाचस्पति मुनिवरम् सुरासनमस्नुकजालनन्द्र पास्यपि सभ्यसभागतम्।
Thank you, Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण
Yes.
प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. So the translation also big because it's a combined verse. Okay. So who would like to read the translation? Anybody would like to
हरे
volunteer?
कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Now Kishori Mataji, please go ahead.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandvat Pranam. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sukdev Goswami said, O king, once upon a time the king of heaven, Indra, being extremely proud of because of his great opulence of the three worlds, transgressed the law of Vedic etiquette, seated on his throne. He was surrounded by the Marus, Vasus, Rudras, Adityas, Ribhas, Vishwadevas, Sadyas, Ashwini Kumaras, Siddhas, Sharanas and Gandharvas, and by the great saintly persons. Also surrounding him were the Vidyadharas, Apsaras, the Apsaras, Kinnaras, Patagas, birds, and Urgas, snakes. All of them were offering Indra their respects and services. And the Apsaras and Gandharvas were dancing and singing with very sweet musical instruments. Over Indra's head was a white umbrella, and as effulgent as the full moon, fanned by yak tail, whisked and served with all the paraphernalia of a great king. Indra was sitting with his wife Sachi Devi, who occupied half the throne when the great sage Brihaspati appeared in that. Haribol?
Continue, Mataji. Yes, we can hear you.
So,
Please continue.
yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Uh, Brihaspati appeared in that assembly. Brihaspati, the best of the sages, was the spiritual master of Indra and the demigods, and was respected by the demigods and demons alike. Nevertheless, although Indra saw his spiritual master before him, he did not rise from his own seat or offer a seat to his spiritual master, nor did Indra offer him a respectful welcome. Indra did nothing to show him respect. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Thank you.
Dandavad.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes. So, very beautifully narrated. Here in translation, Srila Prabhupada says, see, we can see the situation. Just imagine the situation, what is happening. So, it's Indradev's court. Okay, he is sitting in his palace. So, he is sitting on a throne, and his wife Shachi Devi is also sitting next to him in the same throne. Same throne they are sitting, and all these his assistants are surrounded by him. So Indra is king of heaven. He is the king. He is the highest ranked demigod in the heavenly planets. You mean to say, yeah, among the demigods in heaven, he is the king actually. So he is most respected personality there. So here, what is happening? Srila Sukadeva Goswami is narrating the story. Once upon a time, what happened when King Indra was sitting on the throne. He was sitting with his wife Shachi Devi, and what happened there? He says he became extremely proud because of his opulence, great opulence, opulence of the three worlds, and transgressed the law of Vedic etiquette. So he transgressed, or he did not follow the Vedic etiquette. Why? Because he was extremely proud of his great opulence. He is holding such a high position. The king among demigods means there are crores of demigods. So he is the king of the demigods. See how much high position he has. And he has all the opulence. Everybody is fanning him. Everybody is, treating him very nicely. So he is having that position. Because of that opulence and that high position, he was proud. That is the reason of the fall down, what happened. And because of his pride, what happened? He did not follow the Vedic etiquette. So he was seated on a throne. He was surrounded by all the other demigods like Maruts, Vasus, Rudras, Adityas, Ribhus, Vishwavedas, Ashwini Kumaras, Siddhas, Charanas, like that, Gandharvas. And Vidyadharas, Apsaras, Kinnaras, so many demigods are here, right? So all of them are surrounded by him, all of them are giving respect, and they are serving him. They are doing services to Indra. Yeah, Apsaras were dancing, Gandharvas were singing, praising him, Indra. So very sweet music is going on there, and some are fanning him. There is a very beautiful white umbrella. It is described as effulgent as a full moon, means it was so bright and effulgent. And some other demigods are fanning him. So he's sitting with his wife. And what happened during that time? That time his spiritual master, in fact his spiritual master is Brihaspati. Shri Brihaspati, he is the spiritual master of all demigods. So Brihaspati came to this assembly of Indra. So when he came, usually what we should do if our spiritual master or a respectful person is coming to our home or to our the place where we are, we should pay respect to him, right? That is very, very important. That is the Vedic etiquette, right? But what happened here? Indra did not do that because of his, Srila Sukadeva Goswami says, because of his extreme pride. He did not do that. And Brihaspati is not an ordinary sage. He is the best among the sage. He is an exalted person, exalted devotee. He's not an ordinary person. And he is the spiritual master of all these crores of demigods. Just imagine the position of Shri Brihaspati. Hmm? But what happened? Indra did not pay respect to him. Hmm? He did not rise from his seat. He was still sitting after seeing the spiritual master. He was still sitting there and accepting the services from all the other demigods. So he did not rise from the seat is one thing, and even he did not respect him. Even he did not show any gesture to respect him. Just like he ignored him. This is what happened. He ignored Shri Brihaspati. So that is the reason of fall down. So he did not pay respect to his spiritual master. Okay, so this is what we can understand from this verse. So very, very important to understand for all of us. We should respect our seniors, our superiors, our spiritual master, our Shiksha Guru, our mentors, whoever are helping us in this spiritual journey. We should respect them. We should always have gratitude to all those devotees who are helping us to move forward. This gratitude is very, very important. If without that, we will fall down soon. We should remember that. We may become good in sadhana. We may get Bhakti Shastri degree. We may get Bhakti Vaibhava degree. We may get second initiation also. But we should have the gratitude and respect to our seniors and superiors. This is very important. If we are neglecting those etiquettes, what will happen? We will fall down very soon. We should remember this. We should not forget from where we came. Because we should understand our situation. We are not qualified for anything, dear devotees. We are not qualified for anything. We are sitting here only because of the mercy of many other devotees. We are sitting here because of the mercy of our spiritual master. Spiritual master may not have come in our life sometimes for some, but he will come in our life maybe in future. But still his mercy is flowing to us. See? And there are many other Vaishnavas around us. They are also helping us. There are many, even some non-devotee who would have inspired us to become a devotee also. That is also possible. Because of some situation happened in our life, because that person was against us or something happened, because of them or because of some problems in our life, then we may turn to Krishna. See? So that person is actually becoming an instrument. Maybe he is not a devotee, but he is becoming an instrument for us to turn towards Krishna. So we should be grateful to that person also. Sometimes our enemies are actually helping us, as I was mentioning. Enemies. Because of that problem with that person, we will be turning towards Krishna. See? So they are actually helping us. So if we see around, everybody's mercy is there. Everybody's, influence is there on us. So we should be grateful to everybody. So that is very, very important for all of us. That's one thing. And respecting the spiritual master, respecting our superiors, respecting the Vaishnavas is a part of an etiquette. We should do that. If we are doing arati, if we are doing some puja or services in our house, and if our spiritual master is coming to our house, or if our Shiksha Guru or any exalted, any senior, very great respected Vaishnava is coming to our house, what we should do? We should actually, Shastra says, we should stop doing the puja and welcome that great Vaishnava, and we should pay obeisances, and we should give him or her a respectful seat, and we should treat them nicely, then continue doing the Vigraha Seva or puja or whatever we were doing. This is what we have to do. So that is the position of a spiritual master or in such an exalted Vaishnava. We should do like that. So, if, for example, if we are not doing like this, if for example, our Shiksha Guru or Diksha Guru is coming to our home and is entering our house and we are still continuing the puja, Krishna will not like that. But if we stop in between, Krishna will not take it as an offense. But if we are neglecting the senior Vaishnava or the spiritual master or Shiksha Guru, what will happen? Then that is going to be an offense to them. Krishna will not like that also, and it's an offense to the Vaishnava. It's going to be a Vaishnava Aparadh. That is very important. Yeah. So this is we have to understand. Yeah. So and Aditi, we should respect the guest also. Aditi means who is not giving us any intimation that I am going to come. That is the actual meaning of an Aditi, who is not giving us any prior intimation that we are visiting. So we should be welcoming them also. Anybody, whoever it is, devotee or non-devotee, we should have some basic etiquette. What is the basic etiquette we should do? We should, even if our enemy is coming to our home, Shastra says, we should treat them nicely. We should we should give them a nice place to sit, and we should offer some water or something to drink, and at least we should speak some nice words. These three things are very important: offering a seat, offering water, and speaking some good words. This is minimum etiquette we have to follow. So what to speak of if our spiritual master or such an exalted Vaishnava is coming to our home? We don't have to think about it, right? So we should be more careful in that situation. So here what happened? Indra did not follow the etiquette, but never we should think that Indra is always offensive. This is again another problem for all of us. We may think that, oh, Indra always he makes mistakes, right? We are seeing that in Shastra, in Bhagavatam, many places we have seen this. Indra is making many mistakes, right? Yeah, and then he is regretting for that mistake. We are seeing that also. Yeah. So, but we should never think that Indra is is a Sakama Bhakta or he is not a pure devotee. No, he is holding such an exalted position. He is far, far, far above than us. Do you think that to get the position of the king of the demigods is a small thing? No, it is very, very it is a very, very exalted position. He is a servant of Krishna. Krishna has appointed Indra to be the king of demigods, nobody else, isn't it? And he is in charge of many material cosmic things, isn't it? He is in charge of rain, and he has many other responsibilities, and he is doing that perfectly, following the instructions of Lord Vishnu. So all the devatas are devotees of Vishnu. That is why they are called as devatas. And asuras are non-devotees. They are against Vishnu, isn't it? So Indra is a very respectful person. But we can see through his examples in the Shastras, many flaws from him, or many fall downs for him, many abaradas he might be doing. But this is all for our learning. Krishna, see, all of them are devotees. They are playing the role. They are ready to take such role to teach us, isn't it? They are taking that role, and they are taking all this, going through all this to teach all of us big lessons. So we should take in that way. Okay. Yeah, that is first thing. So we may see Indra is committing mistakes again and again. So we should not think that, we should never think that Indra is very lower person, or we are better than him. No, never. He is far, far above us. So he is helping Krishna to have these pastimes. So he is a devotee of the Lord. But again, there are many things to learn also. if we see analyze his character, of course in this pastime itself we can see the difference between a pure devotee and mixed devotee. So Indra is depicting the role of a mixed devotee, and Vrtrasura Maharaj were whom we are going to see in this pastime, he is a pure devotee. So that difference we can see in the few coming sessions, right? Very beautiful pastime. So this is so Indra is here teaching all of us many lessons. Okay, and what will happen? What is going to happen? We will see now. All right, let us go ahead. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, 9, sloka number 9. Tato nirgatya sahasa kavir angirasha prabhu ayoyo swagraham tushnim vidwan shri mada vikriyam. Yes, who is going to recite the sloka? Anybody? Please raise the hand fast. Sudha Mataji, please go ahead. And translation by Ambika Mataji. Sorry, Sindhu Mataji. Yeah.
Tato nirgatya sahasa kavir angirasa prabhu ayayo swagraham tushnim vidwan shrimada vikriyam. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Translation, Sindhu Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, can I read?
Please.
Yeah, text 9. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Synonyms, no need, Prabhuji.
No, you can read translations, right?
Translation. Brihaspati knew everything that would happen in the future. Seeing Indra's transgression of etiquette, he completely understood that Indra was puffed up by his material opulence. Although able to curse Indra, he did not do so. Instead, he left the assembly and in silence returned to his home.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. See, very, very beautiful translation. See, what? Here, Shri Brihaspati, he knew everything. He is not an ordinary person. He is the spiritual master of all the demigods. So that is his position. He is a devotee. So he knew everything what is going to happen in future. Okay. And he understood that Indra has transgressed, or he did not follow the etiquette. And he also understood that what is the reason why he did not follow the etiquette. Because he was puffed up by the material opulence. So now Shri Brihaspati could have cursed him directly, because it's an offense to the spiritual master, direct offense. It's a Guru Aparadh. He has done a Guru Aparadh actually. So he could have cursed him directly, and he is so powerful. Brihaspati is so powerful, he could have done that, but he did not do that. See? What he did instead, he just left the place. He just left the assembly and he went to his home. So we can learn from Shri Brihaspati also. In Indra's case, we can see, no, we sometimes gets puffed up for small things. Not only transgressing the etiquette like this, even in other cases also we may get puffed up. For example, if somebody is appreciating us, oh Prabhu, oh Mataji, you are a nice singer, you are singing kirtan very nicely, very melodious kirtan, your classes are excellent, your cooking is excellent, your prasadam was excellent. We may get appreciation, we may get claps. So what should be our attitude? If we are thinking that it's all, yes, oh, I am such a exalted person, I am so good in taking class, I am so good in cooking. If we start thinking like that, we should understand we are going to fall down soon. So we should never get puffed up by any opulence. These are opulence. These are the abilities or skills or talents Krishna is giving us. Krishna is choosing people and he is giving some talents. Everybody has got some talents, isn't it? Maybe not same talent but different. Krishna is giving us that. So we should have that thought always, that it is Krishna is giving this talent or skill or ability or opulence. It's not because of my qualification, or it is not because of my sugradi or whatever we call, my piety. It is all mercy of Krishna. And we should always think, even if we get claps, even if we get appreciation, we should think that it is because of the mercy of Krishna, it is because of the mercy of our spiritual master, and we should give that credit to them. This is the right attitude for a devotee. If we follow that, we will be progressing in Krishna consciousness very fast, swiftly. But if we are not following, because Krishna consciousness is a very good journey. It's not, it's not what to say, it's a very positive thing. It's not a negative thing. And if we start following the Krishna consciousness in our life, we will see good results in our life. Many things. For example, like appreciation from others. We may get some appreciation, claps and all for our services. So that we should take it as an encouragement to do the service in the right attitude next time. Not that we should take that as a credit for us. So if we start thinking that it is because of my ability, then we will not be having that right attitude to do the service. If the service attitude is not correct, then there is no meaning in the service. This is very, very important. Very, very important thing we have to understand, because we will get claps. We will get appreciation some point or other. So we should be always thoughtful during that time. That's why I'm trying to repeat it again, because this is what our seniors, our superiors, our acharyas are saying. We should be humble always. We should never get puffed up because of any of the opulences given by Krishna. The reason is Krishna, he is giving us. So the claps, the appreciation is also for him, not for us. We are just instruments in his hands. If we want to get claps, he will give us claps. He will arrange that. And if we start thinking it is because of me, then it's a problem. So we have to be very careful. So Indra is teaching us that we should never be puffed up with the opulences. And here we can see the nature of Sri Brihaspati also. He could have cursed him, but he did not do, because he is a great personality. He did not take any action like that. He Brihaspati was sad. He did not, he felt bad. No doubt about it. He felt bad because he was not respected, but he did not react to it. For what happens to us? If something is bad happening to us, somebody is doing something bad, even though we are chanting 16 rounds, we are in Krishna consciousness for 10 years, 20 years. If somebody is doing knowingly or unknowingly, we don't know. If something is happening which from our point of view, which is against our plan or against what we are thinking, then we will get agitated fast, isn't it? We get agitated. If we are getting agitated, means then we are not matured enough in Krishna consciousness. And we will react to it. We will try to prove our side. So here he was very calm and quiet. Brihaspati did not speak any word. He did not speak anything. He did not even curse. And we can see what happened to our Shamika Rishi's son, who has cursed Parishit Maharaj. What he did? He did not see his father is, his Parishit Maharaj is putting the snake on the neck of his father. Shringi did not see that. But some of his friends told him that this is what happened, isn't it? And what he did, without analyzing the situation, without without trying to understand what has actually happened. He did not do any homework or he did not do any analysis. He just spoke the curse without even thinking second time. Why it happened? Because he was immature. He was immature. Hmm? So here we can see Sri Brihaspati's position, because he is a very great personality, a great devotee. He did not curse him. He did not speak a single word. He did not curse also, even though he could have done it. But he just left the assembly in silence without speaking anything. Hmm? See? So that's what. See, the translation is this much only. But if you read it again and again, we have so many things to learn. This is the beauty of Srila Prabhupada's translation and purports. If we analyze one single sentence, if you read it 10 times, we will get 10 different realizations. So very, very powerful Srila Prabhupada purports. We are so grateful to him. We are so fortunate to be in his family. So we should take this opportunity. Very, very important. Okay. So let us do one more shloka. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Yes. Tarhi eva pradibudyenendro guru helanamatmanah garhayam asa sadasi swayam atmanamatmana. Who is going to recite? Yes, Musolaji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Tarhya eva pratibuddhendro guru helanamatmanah garhyamasa sadasi swayam atmanam atmana.
Thank you,
Translation
Mataji.
by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Indra, the king of heaven, could immediately understand his mistake. Realizing he had disrespected his spiritual master, he condemned himself in the presence of all the members of the assembly. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yes. See the translation. Indra, king of heaven, he could immediately understand his mistake. Realizing he had disrespected his spiritual master, he condemned himself in the presence of all the members of the assembly. See, this is a sign of a devotee. So Indra is not an ordinary person. This is a sign of a devotee because he understood his mistake. If he is a demon, if he is not a devotee, non-devotees will never understand their mistake. They will try to justify their mistakes, isn't it? So if we are trying to justify our own mistakes, then think about who are we. Here Indra immediately understood his mistake and he started regretting. This is a sign of a devotee. Only devotees may accidentally commit some mistake, but if he is regretting on what happened, then he is a devotee. If we are trying to justify and not regretting, then we are not a devotee. So here Indra is repenting. He is condemning. He is saying, "Oh, what a sinful person I am." He realized. He realized himself. He realized that he has done a very big mistake. Yeah. So let us go ahead because this is again he is condemning again. Let us go one more shloka here. Aho bata maya sadhu kritam vai dabra buddhina yan maya ishwarya mattena guru sadasi kat kritaha. I had seen our Krishnamurti Prabhu's hand raised before. Prabhuji, if you would like to recite, you can recite.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Aho bata maya sadho kritam vai kritam vai dabra buddhina yan maya aishwarya mattena guru sadasi kata kritaha.
Translation.
I said it not well, I think.
No problem. Translation, Prabhuji.
Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Alas, what a regrettable deed I have committed Because of my lack of intelligence and my pride in my material appearances, I failed to show respect to my spiritual master when he entered his assembly, and thus I have insulted him. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. See? So Indra is saying his mistake. He understood that he has done a very big mistake. Now he is regretting. What a sinful person I am, he is thinking. Because of my lack of intelligence and because of my pride, I have done this mistake. So he understood the reason of his mistake also. See, this is also a sign, good sign. He understood because of my pride of all these opulences, I committed the mistake. See, sometimes what happens, if we commit mistake, we may not understand also why we have committed the mistake. What is the reason behind that, or what is the root cause of that? So here he understood that. So that is showing Indra is not an ordinary person. But again, we can see that in his pastimes, he is repeating it again and again. Again, he is repenting. This is quite natural, we can see. But again, it's so many things we can learn from this. Okay, so he is now repenting. He is saying, I failed to show respect to my spiritual master. I have insulted him. That's a very big mistake. Aparadha I have done to my spiritual master. We have seen in Ajamala pastime also. Ajamala, after he had the darshan of Vishnududas, isn't it? Then after seeing him, and also he had seen the ghastly form of the Yamadudas, and they were trying to pull his soul, isn't it? And seeing their form itself, he was afraid completely. And he has seen Vishnududas, and he has heard the conversation between the Yamadudas and Vishnududas, isn't it? And after some time, both of them disappeared. Then Ajamila came to the senses. Then Ajamala is thinking, oh, what a sinful person I am. What all sinful things I have done in my life. He started regretting, right? And in that purport, Srila Prabhupada is writing, right? We have gone through that. He is writing that this is a sign of a devotee who is progressing in his spiritual journey. So it is very, very important for all of us to understand, if we are committing any mistake, we should accept that. Yes, that's my mistake. And we should regret on that. Oh, I should not have done this. Oh, what a sinful person I am. I will never repeat it. Then we should take a vow also that I will not repeat it again. If we do that, then Krishna will forgive us for that mistake. But if we are repeating it again and again, then it's a question mark. So the regret is very, very good sign. If you are regretting, then it's good. But we should not repeat it again. That we have to see. So that's a good sign from Sri Indra, that he is regretting now. Now he is thinking what I should do. How shall I, how shall I nullify the opulence? Sorry, how shall I nullify this offense? Or what should I do? He's confused, getting confused. And we will see what is going to happen in the coming verses tomorrow, right? So tomorrow I'll be continuing till verse number 20. So we will see the remaining conversation of Sri Sukadeva Goswami and Parishit Maharaj tomorrow. Krishna willing, tomorrow same time 8 p.m. Indian time. All right. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for your patient listening. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any
Thank you, Prabhuji.
questions? Anything to be discussed? Any questions? Any clarifications? Any realizations you would like to share? Please go ahead. I would like to hear from all of you. Any incidents in our life which you can relate to? Not this big mistake, but at least something smaller, and what we have learned from that. No. Okay, no problem. So Krishna willing, we will meet tomorrow. So we will continue the session. All right. So shall we close the session for today? With your permission. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, इस्कॉन गुरु वृंद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल, हरे कृष्णा. Thank you so
Hare
much, dear.
Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Prabhu. Hare
Dandat
Krishna.
pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Dandavat.
Prabhuji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Hare Krishna.